Hello, Fred Ack here, Fred ACC. Alrighty, so we've got a little something about the Trump-Harris presidential election that's coming up. First, I'd like to thank you all for stopping by and checking this out. Please subscribe, thumbs up or thumbs down, whatever you have, any comments, I definitely enjoy them. And I thank everybody for their viewerships, and I thank everybody for the comments. Alrighty, so if you're new to the spot, please subscribe. You don't want to miss out on some of our stuff, like we just released something that went over pretty decently about generational wealth, how to get it, how to create it, a little bit about creating generational wealth. So you may want to subscribe, take a peek at some of our more recent postings or some of our past postings. At any rate, I'd like to thank you all for stopping by here. There's a presidential election that's coming up, in a little over 9 days. Trump and Harris. Now, I'm not about to start to tell you about the election. The election is a very sacred thing. You have the right to vote. My personal feeling is that everyone should try their best to get out and vote if you're 18 or older. Why? Because so many people have given so many body parts and given their lives for the ability for us to go out and cast our vote. And then my personal belief is that if you're going to complain about how things are, if you didn't even get out and vote, then I'm not sure if you have that strong of a claim towards whatever your gripe might be. Alrighty, so let's continue forward. How can we possibly capitalize on this election? Alrighty, so again, this is not financial advice. I'm only giving some general suggestions. Now, here's what I'm thinking. The East Coast states are going to open their voting early in the morning, probably around 7 a.m. By mid-afternoon, they're going to be posting some kind of early return results that are going to be out there. There are places like Miami, in Florida, that is going to be probably potentially heavily Democratic voted. Also, Philadelphia tends to run very Democratic. I have an opinion on the election, but it's not what anybody really wants to hear. I'll share it anyway. And when it comes to the election, everybody should get out and vote for whoever they believe is the best person to represent their country, their county, their state, whatever it might be. So, be that as it may, my personal belief is that for the people that are running for the offices, well, we're going to keep that on the sidelines. We're not going to give a very specific opinion about the presidential election. Presidential election is a very sacred thing. Everybody should get out and vote. But is there the potential to make some monies? So if places like Philadelphia are going to be reporting potentially towards the Kamala Harris side of things, then she will have an early lead. The stock market might still be open and it might not be. There's this thing called the E-minis. The E-minis are a contract on the S&P 500. They actually trade 24/7, 365 days a year. There's people video crack playing those things at 3 o'clock in the morning on Thanksgiving or Christmas or New Year's or whatever. So if you think there's a potential for a Democratic victory, how will that play out on the stock market? Not sure. Not really sure. Thinking is that possibly that's going to be viewed as maybe a negative by the stock market. Maybe, and maybe not. You just don't know. It's a gamble. It's like gambling on the horses. It's like gambling on a football game. Or like gambling on the stock market. As they all are. They're gambles. At any rate, I thought I would pass that thought along, that by 5, 6, 7 o'clock East Coast time, 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m. East Coast time, moving across the country, the E-minis will be fluctuating up and down. There will be volatility. That's for sure. There's always volatility. Everybody's trying to win, and make money. Alrighty, well, I thought I would stop in and just give a little quick something about the presidential election. With that being said, I'd like to thank you all for stopping in today. Please subscribe, hit the like button or the dislike button. And if you missed it, check out our generational wealth posting that we posted a couple of days ago. Seems like it was very well received, a lot of interesting comments. Alrighty, once again, big election. And not to rant too much, but my feeling is somewhat on the presidential election is that the country has printed a tremendous amount of money, and it's something that I can't see how it's possibly any ability to pay it back. Doesn't matter who is elected the president. It's going to be the king has no clothes. And it might sound like I'm some kind of communist or anti-American, and that is not the case. Couldn't be more pro-American. But you can't print money endlessly and not expect to have a day where you gotta pay the piper. Sooner or later, you gotta pay the piper. Alrighty, with all of that being said, I don't know if there's an opportunity to make money or not. Time will tell. You gotta tread very lightly. I wouldn't go crazy on any of it. I'm not getting involved with it. I'll just sit back and watch the election. I have a very ill feeling towards the future of the next 20, 30 years. The debt is hitting a level that to service the debt, it's becoming very heavy. Can't go on forever. Not just in the US, but globally. Alrighty, that being said, we did post a couple of things about day trading the stock market. There's so many different avenues to go down on that. And if I can figure this stuff out, I might one day try to pick up a streaming show about day trading with the stock market live while things are happening. With all that being said, I'd like to thank you all for being here. Please subscribe. Maybe I'll jump in the pool. Alrighty. Well, have a winning day. It's not financial advice. None of this is. I appreciate it all. Thanks for stopping by. Leave any comments that you might have. I'll do the best I can to glance at them and respond back. Have a great day. May all your days be winning ones.